Better get yourself into a hazmat suit, Agent. We just got word that the experimental antivirals lost in the Dark Zone have been located. There's no time to wait. You and a team need to go secure them right now, or someone else will.
Tom Clancy's The Division came out a decade ago. Without thinking about my own age too much, it is worth noting that's a pretty long time to keep a live service game running, especially considering the game has a sequel with its own live service and today's growing competition. While many people don't consider it in important conversations, I think it's impressive that it's still supported and has active events. Despite being a classic Ubisoft gameplay loop in its single player, this game and its sequel have managed to outlive other good games like Destiny 2. Man, was there something special there. But seriously, Bungie, I hope Marathon brings a trophy home because Destiny 2 has become a prime example of what not to do with your live service game. My friends and I recently picked up The Division 2, and while being less impressive than what the first game did, I still managed to squeeze almost 20 hours of grinding in a couple weeks on top of all the bangers that have come out this year already. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's a lot of fucking people. Is anybody
I think so you're...
Oh!
Where are you guys?
Oh my god!
You guys are in the shit.
I think I'm dead.
Oh,
Oh, my whole screen's black. What the hell's going on?
You guys are all dead.
I had picked up the first game last winter on sale because I did remember the mark had left on me. Although terrified of the concept like the Dark Zone 10 years ago, I remember the Division's campaign and the immersion and running around a snowy New York. Not many games build city maps as well, nor do what the Division did before other games. Coming off of a foggy 2 months of grinding Arc Raiders, I felt my drive post 100 hours dissipating and seeking a new immersive world. Not technically new, but that is when I found the survival mode in the Division. Considering I have 1,000+ hours in DayZ, I seem to be one of those people that likes to be punished in video games. By being punished, I mean giving you as many real-life responsibilities as possible while also trying to enjoy a video game. Add an inventory system, an open world to run around, and a need to dig through those random containers for items, and I'm as happy as a pig in mud. Now my problem with DayZ is that unless I have 6 hours to sit at my desk, I don't typically get the most out of the game with the time I do have to play. I often hear complaints that people don't know what to do in DayZ. I don't have that issue as I do love dual moments and enjoy creating a goal for myself in a sandbox world. Whoa! Hey! Hold up. Wait. We can work this out. We can be friends. Hold on.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, cool. However, a game creating a specific goal certainly helps the gameplay loop. In the Division Survival specifically, coupling a goal with a confined gameplay loop fixes the issue of time and provides the universal rewarding feeling of accomplishing something in a video game. In the Division Survival, your goal essentially is to escape. Let's rewind. When you join a survival match, you get a cutscene of people in a helicopter flying in a snowstorm. The helicopter is hit by debris, the day after tomorrow style, and crashes. That is where your character wakes up. You are now given the information that you are infected and you have to escape. You start off in a shelter, but outside is a dark and cold blizzard littered with enemies roaming around. You have a few objectives now. First and foremost is to create a filter that allows you to survive in the Dark Zone and in contaminated areas. To do that, you must find resources around the map. I really like that the resources match their location, like finding medicine outside of an ambulance or electronics in an electronics store. Seems like a small thing that should be a no-brainer, but when you try out as many survival games as I do, you'd be surprised how many developers don't think of things like this. At the same crafting table where you make your filter, you can also craft clothes, guns, resources, and special abilities. In addition to those resources, that infection I mentioned before puts a timer on your lifespan. You have to find painkillers or medicine to pause that infection. While active, the infection at certain points grows stronger and speeds up that timer. On top of all that, you You have to worry about your hunger and hydration and the cold outside. Finding clothes with better insulation allows you to be in the cold longer, but you can refill your temperature meter at a fire or inside a building. You can also find guns and better armor gear in containers or off of dead enemies. The enemies roaming around the map get harder closer to the Dark Zone, and then inside the Dark Zone is even harder enemy encounters. You can find up to 6 Dark Zone containers and extract with them, but to extract, you have to call a flare and fight an extremely hard enemy called a Hunter. These guys are no joke, and you want to be geared as possible before this encounter. Now I should mention, I'm not the biggest Division person compared to a lot of folks that have been playing for years and years now. I sincerely just enjoy this game mode as a solo thing. My friends and I had got the hang of the Division 2's gameplay loop, and we all enjoyed the grinding and loot goblining of it, but the Division survival mode just really speaks to me as a survival game enthusiast. It's hard and you have to balance a lot of stuff. I don't always even make it to the Dark Zone, let alone ever beat the Hunter. I seriously haven't extracted once, but I keep coming back to this game mode. I really think they nailed it on the head with this, and I wish there were more full games like this. It does suffer from being such an isolated thing, as I can tell a lot of people that play it do the same stuff every time. I can see when I run into people that they are going to exact locations, which I've even started doing myself. There are landmarks that have better gear and harder enemies. I have had a couple of sessions now where I'm just barely trailing behind someone who is clearing these and I kept missing out on the loot, or someone who has a little better gear than me shows up while I'm fighting and takes all the loot. That can definitely be frustrating. There are PvP servers, but from what I've heard, those are harder to find. I've tried a couple of times and gave up after waiting a couple minutes, but sometimes even the PvE servers take a while to matchmake, and at most I'm typically playing with only like 7 other people.
Body temperature dropping below normal levels.
The good news is the game mode is supposed to come out for the Division 2 this year according to its roadmap. We'll see what happens with that considering Ubisoft's recent remodeling and track record for layoffs and closing studios. I really hope nothing like that happens with this. Too many people are losing their jobs in the video game industry, and the Division deserves support. The second game certainly has its issues with stuff they changed, but I would consider the first game a pioneer of a lot of what modern extraction shooters are doing. Seriously, the Division laid the groundwork for games like Arc Raiders and Marathon.
Body temperature is now critically below normal.
The Division 1 is always on sale. I got it for like $7, so if you like survival games or you just think this looks cool, I would definitely check it out. I've been having a blast with it. So that's it for this time. Thanks. Peace.